Russell Martins joins me in the press box here at Stadium MK. Not a classic game, in all honesty, and not a brilliant first half, but 3 points were on point. And a really, dogged, professional performance from your side.
Yeah, I thought first half we were. I think we were in control for the whole game. There's no doubt about it. I think we're going to come up against that a few more times probably this season, where teams come and sit back and make it really difficult for us. So we had to be patient. We spoke about that before the game. First half we were a little bit lacking in our usual intensity, and a couple of mistakes, and it was the whole thing was a little bit flat really. So it created a little bit of anxiety for the players. But we spoke at half time about relaxing, and they would get tired and the chances would come. Made a couple of little tweaks to it. Obviously moved Ben Reece inside, and just the way they approached it was better. They approached it with more intensity in the second half, and less frustration, less disappointment when we lost the ball. The reaction was much better just to go and get it back as soon as they lost it. So all that stuff, yeah, I was really pleased with the second half, especially last half hour. I thought we controlled the game in their final third, and we could have probably ended up with 3 or 4 goals, and I don't think anyone could have complained. I think they had 2 shots with any real note for Lee to save. So it's another game we've controlled, and I'd like just to be more incisive and more clinical, but you're not going to get that every week, and I spoke about it before the game. Despite their league position, they've got good players in their team, experienced players who know how to play the game, who know how to manage a game, and a good management team who've been at this level before. So it was always going to be difficult. I thought it was going to be our most difficult game we've had for a few games, and it proved to be that. But I'm really pleased with the character and the mentality of the players. That I think it's a sign of how far we've come, that we end up winning 1-0, and we could have had a few more.
Yeah, that's you must be pleased that your side can win in different ways, and they've learnt to win in different ways. Because you go back quite a while, and that would have been, they would have been a lot more nervous. They would have been worried. You could have been edgy, but you felt they were never really in danger.
Yes, I don't think you would have got the last half an hour how it was a few months ago. I think they would have probably sprung a few surprises on the counter-attack and stuff, but we looked solid. I thought we just played the game in their half in the second half, really. Defended really well, deserved a clean sheet. Really pleased for them guys because they've worked really hard, and Lee. And they stuck to it, and they stuck to what we are. I think when it gets a bit anxious and a bit tense, that's the hardest time to stick to what we're doing and try and the stuff that we work really hard on. That's the most difficult bit when it gets like that, and they've done it. So I'm really, really pleased with them and proud of them. It's a difficult game, and I spoke to you about the threat that Bolton had before because of the position they're in, but we've got through it, and it's a win and it's a clean sheet, so I'm really pleased.
Reece will get the headlines, and it's a kind of a team thing, but is Reece the kind of player come summer you just find a room somewhere, lock him in it, and make sure that he's an MK Dons player? I mean, he just knows how to score goals. He's so good at it.
Yeah, I think he was disappointed with his performance in the first half, and then second half he's come alive, and he's done a lot more for us out of possession as well. He was excellent, and as I said, he could have probably had a hat-trick today, and the lad's done his clearance off the line at him was brilliant defending. We all thought we'd had the second goal, and but yeah, he's just, as I said to you, his approach to things has been brilliant. He comes in with a smile on his face now. He applies himself properly every day. If we can teach him the offside rule, he'll be even better. So no, he's been a mate. Honestly, I can't speak highly enough of Reece, and we're really fond of him, and the fans are, as you can see. He's a top player at this level, and hopefully he'll just keep improving. I think he's getting better and better all the time, and it's up to us to make sure he maintains those standards. And he's an important player for us. But there were some really good performers out there today. And Alex Gilby, I'm sure Reece will be the first one to praise him for the drive and the pass for the goal, and they've got a real good connection down that side of the pitch, and I thought he was, Alex as well was superb.
There were some really good performances, and Alex, we've just come to expect that kind of performance from Alex Gilby, and the substitutes had an impact as well. They just a moment when you felt as if something needed another spark just needed to be added to what was happening. The substitutes made a difference as well today, didn't they?
Yeah, it's frustrating because Reece was really coming into the game and doing well, but we have to manage him. He hasn't played for a long time. Just felt we needed Sam's pace and power to open him up a little bit, and to be fair, he done well when he come on, Sam. He presses for us, he works extremely hard, he's got lots to work on, we know that, he knows that. But yeah, they help, and I say it every week, it's a team game, squad game, we're going to need everyone. And fortunately for us, we're in a position where everyone that comes on at the moment, they really help us and really add to the team. And Connor's really unfortunate to be out of the team, because he's been brilliant for us this season, but it's real competition now, and the lads know that, and I think that's why they've really stepped up in their mentality and their approach, and they're desperate to be in the side, and the ones that come on always give you something to think about for the next game.
Thankfully, I don't have to talk about the referee because the game was won by you because there were a lot of kind of odd decisions and it felt quite one-sided. 13 points clear of the relegation zone. We've spoken about this on a number of occasions, both post-match and pre-match, that I don't think anyone, because of the nature of football, will sit back and say we're safe, but you're constantly moving in the right direction, and every time that happens and teams like Tranmere lose, it's a bonus for you.
Yeah, I think we are 5 games unbeaten. We have a bit of momentum. We have belief. The focus has to be on us and not on others. And I said to you last week, that's the best thing we've done is put it in our own hands. I won't be happy until we're mathematically safe. And I think we need to keep striving for more and keep wanting to. I said that to the lads after in the dressing room. They can't settle for this. We can't settle for this. We have to keep wanting to be better as individuals and a group. And I think we're getting that. We've got people that are really believing in it and buying into it. And hopefully we can all keep improving together. But and I mean it, I don't tend to look at it too much and think about all the probabilities and what's going to happen. So we focus on us, focus on the next game. We've got a tough week coming up, 2 really tough away games. And now it's another test for the guys. But, I think it's 11 points or whatever it is, 3 wins and 2 draws from 5 games. It's fantastic form, especially where we were and the position we're in. So can't be any prouder of the guys and pleased.